Hi, it's Mrs. Gibson. I'm so excited because I get to co-teach for your next writing unit. You're going to get to write about opinions on your favorite collections, your favorite things, and then think about how to tell others the reasons for why you like them so much. We know that writers use writing to do things. They tell stories or they teach other people. But today, in this brand new unit we're going to start, we're going to think about how writers think about stuff that really matters to them, and then they form opinions and try and get others to understand those opinions with details, and also to maybe even have their readers think the same way. You know, you've written opinions before. Maybe you wrote an opinion about school or the playground, and you thought, kids should take turns on the slides. And then you gave the reasons and the details why that would be best for your thinking. Or maybe you thought about the road and you said, people should not pollute. And then you gave the reasons why you think people shouldn't pollute. Well, today I want to teach you that when people know a lot about something, like their collections, they often stop and think, which is my favorite? And then they might think, which is my second favorite? And people write to tell others about those opinions. They even try to convince others about those opinions. So, let's get started. You can help me judge my collection of ball hats. I really like ball hats because I pick them up when I go different trips, when I go on different trips, so they all have good stories. But when I'm starting to think about my favorite, I want to judge them. And I want to think about which is best. Well, what's it mean to judge? Oh, you're right. Sometimes we can think about a judge at like a dog show, and there's a judge, and all the dogs come out, and the judge has to give the blue ribbon to the dog that they say is the best in show. And they give it, and everyone's like, yay! So why'd you pick that dog? The judge couldn't go, I don't know. That wouldn't explain his thinking or her thinking. They probably couldn't say, just because I like that one. They have to have reasons and details, and in order to do that, they have to judge the dogs fairly. That's what we're going to do with your collections first. The first thing to judge fairly is line all the items up in your collection so you can see them all. And then the next step is to compare them by looking at the same part or the same way that they're used. I can't really compare these for the way they're used because they're all used to wear on your head and they're all kind of baseball hats, right? So instead, I had to compare mine all for which one I thought was the most unique. And I picked this one because none of the others have a symbol or a picture on the side. They all have them on the front and the back, but this one has it on the side. So this is really different. It gets the prize for most unique. It also gets the prize for best fit because it's kind of flat and it's light, and this adjustable back is so nice and has place for me to wear a ponytail. This one gets the prize for, yes, it's awarded best fit. This one over here, this is the Boston Red Sox one, and it's kind of my second favorite, I guess, because I really think Boston's cool. It's a really old baseball program, and I love these little socks. I think they're kind of cool and cute at the same time. And I think it has the best design because most teams put more than just a letter on the front, and they usually don't put something so little on the back. So this one I'm going to give the prize for best design. And then I looked through them all again, and I thought, which is most meaningful? And to be honest, this one's kind of meaningful because it was a really big deal that I got to visit a Notre Dame football game because everyone told me, like, if you like college football, you got to go there. So that had great meaning to me. And this one has great meaning to me because I like to watch their basketball, and my daughter goes to school there. But this one gets the award for best meaning because it's from my kids while we were on a trip in Colorado, and just means a lot that it was a gift. So now I know that out of all of them, this one has 2 awards. It's probably my favorite, right? And so I've judged it fairly, and I'm ready to tell others with my opinions why it's my favorite or the best hat I have. This IU tan hat is the best because it fits the best and has room for a ponytail. It's also the most unique in design. So, writers, it's your turn. What do you collect? Legos? Or maybe stuffies? Or rocks? Or maybe you don't collect them, but you have a favorite group of foods and you can make a list. You're going to want to judge them fairly. So put everything on a list or line them up and then compare them on the same thing. Like if you're comparing toy trucks or matchbox cars or something like that, you might want to compare which one has the coolest wheels or the fastest wheels. But compare them all the same way. And then finally, decide which is best and give your reasons. Make sure you say because. Then you'll know that you are telling about why your opinion is that one is the best. So, writers, when you judge fairly, you'll be able to tell others about your opinions and maybe even convince them of your thinking. All right, writers, off you go.